From entrepreneurship to social impact and everything in between, Hult student clubs are where passions are, ideas come to life, and friendships become future networks. Join us as we explore the unique world of Hult clubs.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. We are here with two different clubs, and we're gonna learn everything about it. Well, here in San Francisco. So, guys, could you please? I'm gonna start with you. Say your name and which is your club.
Okay, hi, I'm Andrea Perez Leon from Peru, and my club is Dance Club.
Hi, I'm Akshi from Kenya, and my club is the International Student Club.
Nice. So, actually, Veronica, we forgot to introduce ourselves. So, hi, I'm Erin, and she is Veronica, and we're here at the Voices of Halt. So, Veronica, I've told this a couple of times, and did you notice that the Halt clubs are, not always academic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the beauty of the Hall clubs in the school is that we're not only focused on solely academics, but we're also improving, personal development and also very niche settings such as dance or the running club. So now that we have our two guests, we want to get to know more about their clubs. So we can start with Andrea. Andrea, tell us about your club and what do you do there actually?
Okay, so my club it started as me wanting to teach salsa to international students because, of course, in Latin America, most of the people dance salsa, not even like in a professional way, it's just for fun. But then when I came here and I met people from Europe, from Africa, South Africa, or Asia, they were like, I don't know how to dance salsa. So I was like, why not start with that? But then I realized because it's international cultures, maybe we could make it bigger. And instead of that, calling it just salsa club and closing it to one type of dance, why don't make it international and make it a dance club where you can teach salsa, bachata, or indie, I don't know, house, or other types of dances. That way we can learn about their cultures too. And then people are not going to feel left out because, oh, I don't want to learn salsa, Or I'm a guy, like, I don't want to dance salsa, bachata, partner work. I just want to learn how to be able to move and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So that was the whole idea.
Love it. I love how
Amazing.
the evolution from okay, I like this to
Yeah.
hey, how can we integrate everyone
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
And they can feel included. That's beautiful.
Right.
And that's the heart of every club here in Holt. It's your turn now.
Okay, so feel free to call me AK, by the way. Everybody does, yeah.
It's okay.
Hi, AK.
It's kind of
So
cool, though.
it's my initials, and so makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm the vice president of the International Student Club. My president is currently in Boston, so I am representing him today. And we just thought international is in the name of Hult. We are the Hult International Business School, and we need an international students club to just bring us all together, unite us. We have so many people from different diversities, backgrounds,
Right.
countries, and everything, and it's so important because we are all so far away from home. We are
Certainly.
technically each other's family here.
Yeah.
So if we
Beautiful.
can get together for events, like, we had Diwali the other day here and, different things like that, celebrate each country's national holiday, Independence Day and everything. So it's just a way to bring each other together because, like I said, we are so far away from home.
I feel so emotional when you mentioned that because,
Yeah.
for example, I'm pretty far away from my country, but I'm not that far from some people here. Even though I'm the only Dominican here, I don't know anyone from the Dominican Republic. And I was sitting down there while we were recording another episode, and I was like, "Hey, my Independence Day is in February. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm the only one here." So it's beautiful to see that other clubs start thinking about those details. Like, yeah, we know that you are by yourself here. Yeah, you know that you maybe don't feel 100% integrated with other things. So we're gonna take care of it. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Good to hear.
So talking about events, AK told us something about hosting or getting to know, for example, the Independence Day or the national holidays of different students. What else do you have in store for the International Students Club?
I mean, we also wanted to, I think everybody here describes themselves as a foodie.
Ooh.
right? We also
Yeah,
want
that's
to
correct.
explore different foods from different countries.
That's beautiful.
Many people here have never eaten, for example, like I don't know what food they have in the Dominican Republic or in
Peru.
Peru and stuff. And sorry, where are you from?
Oh my gosh, I'm from the Philippines.
Yes.
Yes, and we're gonna eat balut soon.
Thank you. So we want to bring also everybody together, try my cuisine. This is what we eat normally.
That's
so
beautiful.
I mean, food is. I remember when I was at the club fair and I was telling everybody, and the minute I said food, they were like, "Sign me up." I was like, "Yeah."
Actually, that's how I connect better with another culture.
There you go.
When I like someone, I cook for them. That's
Right.
normally what I do. So I was cooking for some of my friends in my team, and now I'm obsessed with food from India.
Oh,
And I've been eating food from India every night for
Amazing.
dinner and stuff because I live in a co-living, so many people are from India. And when I
Yes.
tell them like, "Oh, I love your food,"
Uh-huh.
they felt so validated. They were like, "Oh, I'm gonna
Nice.
cook for you every night."
It's such a language of love when you cook.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
definitely.
beautiful.
Yeah. And how about Andrea? I saw that you hosted
Yeah,
like
you've
two of
already had
these
We've
already.
already had
Yeah.
2 events, mostly because the first one was so rushed. And it was so short notice, like 2 days prior to the event, we were like, with my vice president, let's do an event. We don't really need much. It's just basically a space and a speaker. So we did it, and then not a lot of people could come, and they were waiting for the event. So then the second one, they were like, my idea was every month, and then people were like, no, do it right away. We want to be there. So I was like, okay, I mean, I'm here. My vice president is here. We have music. We have the space. So we did 2. And then the idea is to probably next month try and see other types of dances. But in reality, the people that come to the club, so far, they've liked too much the salsa. So the boys especially, they want to dance salsa. They
The
want to
boys?
learn.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
actually
Yeah, I was
Surprised.
surprised. I was surprised
That's
too because
surprising.
the girls they're natural in
Yeah,
dancing, but then
expected.
for guys, I think it's harder because salsa it's such a connection,
Very
partner
intimate,
work,
yeah.
and then for them to. I know them, so I'm like, yeah, you have to dance like this, be gentle, move, don't be afraid to listen to the
Yeah.
music and stuff like that. So I feel that helps them, and we have like a connection where they can trust me, and then they like it. So if I change that for them to, I don't know, hip hop, they're gonna be like, I cannot dance hip hop at a club when I'm trying to, connect with people.
Oh
So
yeah.
but I still I will try to do like 1 of 2 events where it's about other things, like I don't know, house music. I don't know what's the name of the Indian dance. Like
There are many dances. There's like Bharatanatyam, which is very hard, and then there's like Kathak, and then there's like Bhangra, which is super easy, and I can
Yeah.
help you with that.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
See, so it not too
Right.
dramatic or too professional, just simple steps, or they can use them at the
Nice.
club or combine
Yeah.
them. So yeah.
And also, what I like about your club and all the other clubs as well is that everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
Even though you're just a beginner. Like, for
Yeah.
example, me, I'm not good at dancing, but that's the purpose of why I also joined your club, is to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I want to know your perspective about how you'll see in the future of your club. Because obviously before you start your club, you have a vision that what you were looking for and the goal for this club. And I can see in both of you what's the goal, because every time that you mention something that you're doing, the heart, you can see what's the inspiration behind it. But I would love to hear from you and maybe invite anyone else here in Hult San Francisco to be part of your club. I know that I'm part of yours. But now I'm pretty like, I don't know how to dance, by the way.
It's okay.
I dance horribly. But I love the fact that you are more open to be like, hey, this is it's a mix with cultural
Yeah.
more than, oh no, you have to know how to
Yes,
dance.
definitely.
I love that energy. So I wanted to know your point of view of the goal and the heart behind the club and the vision for the future.
I'm hoping that this will be a sort of stepping stone and a platform for people to continue it on after we leave, because I'm in the MBA course, so I'm going to leave after a year. Hopefully somebody then can take it over and continue to do the things that we've put out in our charter and stuff. Again, it's just a way to unite students because, like I said, we're all so far away from home. We all want to be each other's family here
Yeah.
and do things here that we would normally do celebrating in our country on those national days. So my hope is that, it does continue and move forward and somebody takes it over, kind of like the AI Society. I think this is the second year.
Yeah.
And I want that to be the sort of vision for the International Club, that we keep it going because we are
Yeah.
the Hult International Business School. So
Nice. Well, for me, honestly, I think I just wanted to continue as something that everyone feels welcome because I feel like, yes, the professional clubs or other type of clubs, sports and anything, yeah, they're substantial, but I think the dance club and arts is something that really
Art,
helps you
yeah.
disconnect with school, even though the events are here. I've heard people told me like, thank you for this hour. I had so much fun. I like forgot about everything. So I really hope that someone there that's doing a 2-year program or that's coming next year, they can meet with us or watch this video and be like, hey, I want to be the president of this
Right.
club. Like, hopefully that'll be the case. And if not, then if I stay here, maybe I can help
Yeah.
and find someone that would want to do it. Or if I don't know if it's permitted, but I can do it. Like,
Well, guys, you hear it here first. If you're planning to go to San Francisco, you can hit it up.
yes,
you
especially
can
if you're
be-
from Peru and you're watching.
Please, yeah, invite more people from Latin America here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a way for the people to unwind as well,
So important,
disassociate
yeah.
from the academic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like to emphasize what you said about hopefully in the future, even though you graduated, someone else can take over your clubs
yeah.
and just have the continuity of what you started,
Yeah.
right? It's like
Yeah.
leaving a legacy.
I mean, in that note, actually, I was not really, when I came here, yeah, I had the idea of maybe have a group of people that I can dance with because in Peru, there's this guy that came from nothing and he just built up his community by dancing on the street. And he's a
Aw,
friend of
that's
mine.
nice.
And he teaches there, like, it's like $1 per class and stuff like that. So that was my idea when coming here. But I never thought about being the president or creating a club because I didn't even know what that meant. In Peru, or I don't know if Latin America, we don't have that type of space.
That's true.
So I was like, okay, if I'm the president, what does it mean? Besides the name in the resume and stuff like that. But now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, you can make so much impact by just giving people space to be themselves. Like for me, that's my club. And that's why I welcome everyone to join because you don't have to know how to dance. Then people there are also trying to learn. And then, when you're in the space of vulnerability, you get together with people and you're like, hey, I don't know how to dance. Me neither. Let's
Yeah.
dance together,
Exactly.
Like, teach them and then feel confident that because we're a family, it's like international. We're all in a space where we're coming to learn, and then what a better place to do it, that dancing, listening to good music, having fun. And then also on that note, after the events, we usually go for beers. And the
Nice.
last time we went, a guy came from the streets with his huge speaker, and he played salsa, and everyone there
Yeah.
started dancing, and they were so happy.
that's
And I was
amazing.
like, this is the purpose of the club, because
Yeah.
that way they use what they learned at class,
Yeah.
and then we put it in a social environment. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
honestly.
love that.
Yeah.
think
Guys,
I saw that.
like honestly, thank you so much for all we're doing. I can feel the passion behind it, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, so thank you once again, AK and Andrea. So this concludes our first segment of the Hult Club interview. And I hope that, when you see them, greet them and join their events.
Yes,
Right?
please join, and we are hoping to launch an event very soon. for
Nice.
the International Student Club. So hopefully by the time we speak next, then we can talk more about how the event
Nice.
went.
Yeah.
We are looking forward.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
guys.
you.
Welcome back, guys, for this episode with
Welcome,
the clubs.
welcome.
Again, again, we're here with two more clubs here in San Francisco, and I want to know everything about it. I want you to be here, concentrate, and we want to learn everything about two clubs. One is a social one, and another one is more a professional one. So, guys, I want to start with you, Clement. Tell me your name, your background, and what's your club?
Okay, cool. My name is Clement, and I am currently run the MEI program at Hult San Francisco. Also, we're building the On-Chain and Docuseries club, which is before that. Let me talk about my background. Okay, I come from the blockchain space where I've worked as head of design and product in some companies, more often in the United States. And right now, I'm working on building the On-Chain and Docuseries club, which is going to be focused on Web3, cryptocurrency, and understanding like the future of money. I'm going to stop there for now.
What a teaser.
Teaser.
And Joao?
Hello, I'm Joao. I'm from Brazil. I'm at the MBA, and I am running the running and hiking club. I'm the president, and basically my background as a social club, it's I always be a healthy guy since I was a kid. I always was doing sports with like tennis, running, and all the sports that Brazil can provide, like soccer, and I was always in my move. So that's why I created this to take students from Hult to be healthier in the year that we are here.
Nice. So I've heard that you've held your events recently, but we want to know about what your club does. I know Clement did a great teaser about his club a while ago, but for you, Joao, what can we expect more from your club aside from running or like hiking? Like, how does that impact the students or those that have signed up in your club?
Well, for my club, for me, it's just a name of running and hiking, because for me, I post every week things that we can do to do sports outside that is cheaper than like going to a place like a golf course or even the gym that I don't know if every student can pay for this. So my concern is take students outside of Hult and go to literally outside and do some sport, do some activity that we can do network, we can know each other better. So this is my main concern, not just to do the activity, but to make this network with other courses and even with the citizens here in San Francisco.
Nice. So it's like mainly building a community that fosters health and wellness, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I mean, as the name implies, on-chain, it's more or less blockchain, and but I'll just give you like a background story before that. So the thing is, I've been in blockchain for a while, and I think personally, when I started my career, I earned my first huge amount of money working in cryptocurrency and Web3 projects. And it all started as as a freelancer, and then from there it moved into like recommendation, and I got a couple of opportunities, which paved the way to me having roles like head of design and product, and some of the really large companies in the blockchain space. Coming into Hult, being an environment where you get like international students, we do think that blockchain, it's definitely one key way for us to to imbibe into the students, so they understand more about like how money really works and how they can introduce it into their daily transaction and daily life. Right. And how we plan to do that is, first of all, we want to demystify the whole complexities that people actually have when it comes to blockchain, and basically just remove their mind and thoughts from all of the scams that they've probably had before, ICOs and all of those stuff that has really affected their thoughts towards blockchain, as it were. And as I said, being an international student body, we're looking at ways to bring in simple terms of how blockchain works, where at some point you can actually make transactions with your funds without worrying about like a third layer, blocking that process and stuff like that. So that's one of the key things that we're going to be doing. And then in addition to it, to make it more relatable to students, we are also adding like storytelling into it, and that's the docuseries part of it. So it's obviously a lot of work, but then we are starting our event soon. So I
Nice.
think we're gonna kick from there. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I would love to know, guys, now your perspective when you were creating this club. I know that you already told both of you how that you felt before it started and how's the vision that you have. But as a leader, because you both are leaders in your clubs, what are those challenges that you have to encounter to like interact with the team, interact with the university, business school also, and like create those events that I know that we have something soon, but what's those challenges that you know that you have to encounter, and how you recommend students to go through it?
Do you want to go first? Or
I think
No,
so.
you can go.
okay, all right, thank you. So I think when building anything, first of all, there's always going to be challenges, right? Especially if that thing you're building, it's like the first time it is happening in wherever you are. For us, the on-chain and docuseries is literally the first time it's happening in the whole of Hult, and especially in a tech, tech environment such as San Francisco. So it comes with a lot of challenges, and I would say a lot of learnings as well. One of them would be like, trying to make people first of all understand what blockchain is, right? It's easy for people to kind of like relate with what AI is, and AI is like the biggest club in school right here. So they have like opportunities, they have like partnerships, and we've had several events with them. So people can already relate to it with ChatGPT and stuff like that. On blockchain, on the other hand, it deals more with money, right? People's funds. A whole lot of time everything that we do, at the end of the day, no matter how we try to avoid saying that, at the end of the day, we really want to earn something out of it, money is still I would say, like the most important thing for every human. So it's very sensitive. So when you're communicating blockchain to people and you're communicating it to people who already had experiences of like, I've been scammed of money, I invested $100 3 years ago because a friend introduced me to it and I lost everything, you have to come with a different perspective of how blockchain truly works and how it can be better compared to what you knew before. So the challenges of, first of all, making it relatable to people who you really want to be members. That is one of the issues we're having. I think we've been able to demystify some of that.
Yeah.
Another challenge would be like, to enable it to be a scalable club, you have to start with a team that is really, they have a vision of what you're trying to do. And for example, in our team, 80% of us don't even know about like blockchain, right? And that is good.
I am that.
And actually, that is good, to be honest, because when I started this, the focus was not to bring more people who already know complexities about blockchain.
Good.
The goal is how can we get more people who don't really know much about it, but they're willing to learn about it. And in that way, those who already know the complexities, sorry about that. In that way, those who already know the complexities will be able to explain it to those who don't.
Yes.
And then that transcends into those of the students, like the members who don't have an idea. For us, it's more of like, how can we communicate it to the team who are not really like on the complex side of things, but then they're able to tell it to students and they understand as well.
Yeah.
So those are the challenges. And like I said, we're learning from it as well.
Love that. And how about Joao?
Well, I would do a parallel here with Clement. That is, as a sports club or wellness club, as you want to see, for start, we need to get credit for students for our club. For him, it's like how supply chain and all of this blockchain and all this part of digital money, society need to get credit not for the student but for the world. And for me, as a wellness and sport club, probably is like, how can I get credit for all of the students to challenge themselves
Yeah.
to, okay, I'm going to wake up on Saturday or Sunday early.
Right.
That is my rest day of school, and go to a run that I don't run. And how can I do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometers
Right.
running? I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna support the effort. I'm gonna go through it. So I think the challenge is how can us as presidents put ourselves in a place of getting more and more credit
Right.
to people can join and get confident to come to our events and see that it's good, that we are trying to get wellness or knowledge
Knowledge, yeah.
with Clement. So this is the biggest challenge for our clubs.
Yeah, and from a student's perspective, it can be quite intimidating to join these clubs, like the running club if you don't run, especially the Docuseries and the blockchain because it's too technical. But as I've said in the previous interview, like come as you are. The reason why these clubs are here is because, you know, they want to build a pool of knowledge so that people who are beginners in this field can learn from it.
And community.
Yes,
community.
yes,
That's
and
the big
community.
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, we just have 1 year. Most of us, obviously, if you want to do a dual degree, that's awesome. Try it. But if you're gonna be here for 1 year, at least we have like a really big grasp of clubs, different type of clubs, and you can start as a beginner. So I
Yeah.
really like that. These two clubs are pretty intimidating for me. I'm in one of those. And I think it's the second time that I listened to your club. And every time that you mentioned your vision and what you do, I was like, okay, I need to try.
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try the hiking though.
it's
Like,
pretty nice.
Yes.
Every time
because
that you talk, it's pretty
I
nice.
cycle, so I'm actually looking for more activities that has to do with
Nice.
like physical
Yeah.
to work. Yeah.
So on that note, we're gonna look forward more to your events. Maybe just a quick one if you have like an event that's already coming, you may want to invite them.
Yeah. Sure. So we have an event coming up on Tuesday next week.
Yes.
First of all, thanks to the amazing team like Anna, Veronica, Gotami, Imanshu. Like these guys have put in the work to get us to where we are right now.
Nice.
So it's a good thing that we
Thank
have
you.
the team. And then so on Tuesday next week we are having our first event, and it's going to be a pub quiz.
Yes, I love
And
quizzes.
it's going to be the time where we actually unveil some of the things that we've been doing behind the scene pre the event. And we'll talk about our partners, companies that we're already in conversations with, who already agreed to partner with us and work with us on this as well. And generally, it's going to be an interesting one. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, for my events, I just had my second event on last weekend. So I'm trying to do from 2 weeks in 2 weeks so people can get more freedom at some weekends. So I'm planning next weekend to have a hike, probably near Sausalito. That is a city near here from San Francisco. So I think for hiking, it's gonna get more people because I know running for most of the Hult guys, even I think for you that you
Yeah.
prefer hiking, people can join more than
Right.
the running part.
Right, right.
And it's a way for us to explore the city as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Looking forward to it.
Okay. So on that note, we'd love to get to know more about your clubs, but unfortunately, we don't have that much time. But again, if you see these guys in campus, say hi to them and join their events in the future.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Sure.
if you're planning to go to get here in San Francisco next year, you can hit it up and you can be part of the club, or maybe you can be that legacy to
Right.
continue the club
Yeah.
after
Right,
it. That's
right.
actually
Definitely
the
looking forward to
plan.
those. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much again, Clement and
Thank you.
Joao. And that ends our segment 2.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Voices
you.
of Hult Clubs.
Cheers.
Hi everyone, welcome again to the Voices of Hult. We are back with 2 new guests. We have here Abdulla, and again,
Yeah,
she's familiar with you guys, I
Nobody
guess.
knows who I am. Don't worry about it.
We have here Diane, and they're gonna talk about their own clubs. So to start with, Abdullah, can you tell us more about yourself, what your club does, and if you have like future events, what do we look forward?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Abdullah Al Khafaji. I am from Baghdad, Iraq. I am a medical doctor, but currently navigating a career pivot from clinical medicine to digital health. So, more of business and technology in medicine. The healthcare club is first time ever being in Hult. We have a healthcare club. It's a club with dual purpose. So, it has a social side and a professional side. When it comes to the social side, we are trying to help international students navigate the healthcare system of their country of studies. In this case, it's the United States. It could be very challenging for someone who is like in graduate school, navigating a new country, a new environment, to really look at healthcare options, what's available to them, especially coming from different countries. They do not necessarily have the same health system. So we are lucky we have the Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance offered to us for all the students in Hult. We are going to help break down all this bulk of information, try to help students know what's available to them, what services they can use, vaccinations, what happens if they get sick, what happens if they need help. All of that we will try to make it accessible to all the students, as well as make it like a platform for the general exchange of medical knowledge. Of course, it's very challenging being a graduate student. You are more likely to be stressed. You are more likely to have mental health issues. You are more likely to be sleep deprived. You are more likely to have malnutrition. All these things are going to be so...
Describe me. Stop it.
Yeah, it applies to everyone, really. It's a challenging phase in everyone's life. So we try to stick for everyone, try to help each other and make a community. On the professional side, we try to shed light on an industry that is so fast growing, that is so resilient, that it proved very powerful, especially in times of crises. If you look at the S&P 500, at all the indexes, at all the companies, the stocks, they all go down in times of crises, except healthcare. It flourishes.
Ooh.
My boy is
Interesting.
keeping facts.
Yeah.
Right? And if you look at it, it's the only industry that we need no matter what.
Yeah.
We need to stay healthy. If it's a not so much healthy society, we're going to need healthcare. If it's a very healthy society, we will have aging populations.
Yeah.
We're still going to need healthcare for those people. So it's a industry, a sector that is destined to keep growing.
Yeah.
It's worth investing in. It's worth exploring. And it's worth for a lot of the students here at Hult who are like very
Right.
passionate about business to explore this new sector, maybe look at it as a pivoting destination. If they are looking into healthcare companies and corporations, we are happy to help them with this step.
That's very interesting, Abdullah. And I love how you said you pivoted from being a doctor. I'm sure you're going to practice what your profession is as well, but you also complemented it with the business aspect. And now you're putting it together and you're sharing your knowledge and building this community with the students here at Hult. That's something that's very commendable. And we also have here Diane again.
Hello.
You may have seen her somewhere
No,
in
you
Hult.
have not. No, you have not. Nobody has seen me before.
She's also another very interesting person to talk to because she wears a lot of hats.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see, I told you, intimidating. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So yeah, I'm Diane. I actually, as Erin had mentioned, am wearing a lot of hats, and normally I would again sit on her spot as the host of Voices of Hult, as the president, but I'm also the founding member of the golf club here and also an active member of the sushi club. So most of the clubs that I have joined, I have the intention of having it continue towards the next, next years to come. For example, the sushi club is one of, like Voices of Hult, the sushi club is one of those clubs that are run in different campuses.
Yeah.
So last year it was run in Dubai and here in San Francisco. And this year, unfortunately, only San Francisco. We do have sushi chefs from Japan. There's a lot of Japanese students here at Hult, and they're very much willing to share their culture to everyone. So that's amazing. And then for the golf club, me and my classmates in MBA last year realized that it's important to learn a sport that is played in the industry, because one of my my friends, who's the president last year, said, I go to a golf course with my clients, but I don't know what to do. So why not equip yourself with skills, not just the business acumen, but also the skills that is used to, to be able to
Network,
network and converse with other business people.
Yeah.
So that's why we did the golf club. And then also, lastly, the Voices of Hult. I was so scared to create a podcast by myself. And this is my last year in Hult as a student, and I took it upon myself to force myself into something scary and say, hey, maybe I can do this. And right now, I'm just so happy that I have an amazing team of other students who has joined the club and making it more enriching. So yeah, that's me in a few seconds, words. I don't know, minutes. Yeah, so that's me.
As I ask in the other segment to the other two clubs, I want to know the challenges that you have to face as being the head of a club here at Hult, specifically here in San Francisco. I know that you have to face a lot of things, but also I want to know your perspective, Abdulla, because your club is new and it's in an industry that most of us, we don't know about it.
Absolutely.
So I want to know both perspectives, but I want to start with Abdulla because I know that it's difficult, and I don't know if you had like the time to research beforehand here in San Francisco. I know that it's pretty big here in San Francisco, but I don't know how many challenges you have to face here as a business school and not with a health background for all of us.
Yeah, it's basically like doing something from 0 to 1, starting something that didn't exist before and trying to sell a new product that nobody is familiar with. Especially that there's this kind of stereotype that the healthcare sector is like very exclusive to people who are from the health workforce, like medical doctors, like nurses, like pharmacists, dentists, all of those guys. But really, it's a like very business focused as well, like any other sector. Like there's a lot of sales, marketing, management, operations. All of that is available to business students who are interested in this industry. On the other hand, one of the most important challenges, and I think this is the case for all the other clubs, is really student engagement. Especially in Hult, we are like doing the 1-year intensive programs. We have like very loaded schedules. We have a lot of deadlines, a lot of assignments. So it's hard really to plan and, make your events and get people to engage with you, get them to proactively participate. But I think also there are the opportunities to work on online campaigns. There's the opportunity to do like a digital platform. It doesn't have to necessarily be like a big physical event, although we will try eventually to make as many of those as we can and try to engage as many students in the process.
I think it's also the best time for you to form something like this, because here in Silicon Valley or here in San Francisco, health tech is one of the booming industries, and it will be consistent for a long time.
Absolutely. It's digital health is growing worldwide, but the Bay Area and Silicon Valley is really the hotspot
Aggressive,
of the innovation.
right? Yeah.
Yes, completely. And digital health is the future of healthcare.
Yes, exactly. How about Diane?
Difficulties. I guess Abdullah's right about engagement. Some of my clubs would have lower engagement, but Voices of Hult is very active, which is amazing.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. The Sushi Club hasn't activated yet, but what we do at Sushi Club is that every semester we have a big sushi party, and in that sushi party, we actually teach students how to make sushi. And this year, we've learned from our lessons from last year, so this year we're gonna make it better. And we also give out certificates
Ooh.
to the people who join, is because they're being taught by a sushi master.
Yeah. Oh,
my God.
Right? So
that
that's
sounds official.
yeah, something
Yeah.
that you can definitely look forward to. And this is a club that we foresee to continue on for the next years to come, because the Japanese community in Hult is very much active. And even if I'm not Japanese, I'm Filipino, but some Japanese come up to me and say, "Oh, you're actually famous with the Japanese cohort because we know who you are as the sushi club person."
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "Oh, thank you."
That's beautiful.
This was like, "Oh, okay, they know me." And then for the golf club, we try our best to engage as many people. The hesitation, you can feel the hesitation, is because I don't know this things. But with anything like the health club or whatever, dance club or track club and running club, you just have to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Now, for me, I know a lot of people would look at me and say, "You're doing too much, Diane." But no, it's more of making the most of my time, which is a year and a half here at Hult, and being very intentional of what I decide to do, and also starting, because we all came here for a reason, which is to immerse ourselves
Yeah.
in this culture of business, but also the culture of engaging with other people. So just start something and follow through, and hope for the best.
Yeah. So speaking of time, we want to know, what's a day in a life look like for Abdullah and Diane? Because you have the academics, you have the clubs, you have your social life. I hope.
I love it.
So
We
like,
get
how do
noisy.
you balance all these things? How does your calendar look like? Yeah, we can start with you, Abdullah.
To be honest, social life and such a very intense program, environment, a lot of studying, a lot of academics, a lot of extracurriculars. It's quite challenging, and sometimes it's easy to forget that, hey, you still have a life outside of school.
Oh, really? I didn't know about it.
And yeah, you need to like zone out and just take care of your mental health. Hang with friends, do some activities that you're into. Take a hike, go out for a walk, sit down in nature. Basically, treat yourself, especially after like a long week. That's pretty much how it looks like for me. Like during the weekdays, it's pretty much busy with all the schoolwork, with the classes, with the assignments, with the teamwork. I'm lucky to have an amazing team. We work together, and we have collaboration sessions. We try to work on consulting projects. We try to help other businesses in local San Francisco. And I think this is also an experience that is worth all the time and worth all the effort. And but then eventually in the weekend, you have to make your escape. You have to go have fun, do some dancing, join the clubs, I don't know, hang out with friends. It's important to make the balance.
Of course,
It
that's
is.
how you keep yourself sane.
Yes, especially in the fast-paced life that we have here at Hult, it's definitely important. And for me, I'm the same. I'm like, even though people see me busy in the week, I make sure that I finish what I need to finish from Monday, hopefully Thursday. Because Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I want that to be mine. Friday is still work, but work from home so that I can focus on my Coursera work or my homework or projects or whatever. And then I own my Saturday and my Sunday. Then I either, like last week, I went camping. Next week, I'm going somewhere else and just enjoying those breaks, because yes, it's important for you to do well at school. Yes, it's good for you to join different clubs and be active and participative, but it's also important, talking to the health guy right here, is that your mental health is definitely important, because how are you going to do all the things that you want to do if you don't
Yeah.
take care of yourself. So my definitely Monday to Thursday work maybe 8 to 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Fridays a little chill work, and then Saturday, Sunday is mine.
And if I may
Thank
just
you.
add to this point, disrupting this balance between your like personal, social life, free time, and your schoolwork is a recipe for burnout.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You cannot. It's not sustainable to continue having this
Yes.
fast-paced, high-rhythm life
Mm-hmm.
and neglecting your mental health needs, all your personal needs, and staying focused on studies. This is not gonna last long before burning yourself out and then losing both ways.
Yeah.
So it's important to take this escape.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I also want you both now because this is the last segment for this episode. I want you both to invite those students that are thinking to get here to San Francisco to be here and maybe continue the legacy of those
Yeah.
clubs. Especially, for example, you have those clubs that are already legacy and you're creating something that is from 1 to 10 that obviously we want to continue years and years.
Yeah.
So you can reach out them guys, but also I want you both to invite them to get here to San Francisco and start something new or maybe continue what we have.
Yeah, absolutely. For the healthcare club, we have a pretty bold vision. We would like to make it a global club in a matter of year or two.
Nice.
So if you're watching this from the Dubai campus or the London campus or the Boston campus, please reach
I
out.
love
We
that.
would like to talk to you. We would like to expand to there. Also, we would like to be able to help as many students in all these campuses and reach a larger audience. It's important to create this legacy. It's important to create a sustainable and an impactful club for our students.
Absolutely. And for me, continuity creates the culture. And culture here in San Francisco is amazing. And I have, for the record, I've been here for a year and some months. And despite what you see in the media, I have never felt unsafe.
I love San Francisco.
Yes, this is like a very vibrant community, and it's just I have not been to other campuses, but I could say that everyone here is very welcoming, and establishing yourself in such a community is, you know, a good place to start. And yeah, I just hope that all of the clubs that I'm in right now would have someone to pass down the torch to. And yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
San
So
Francisco
come to
is
San
really the
Francisco.
place to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Come to San
It's
Fran-
full of
Thank you.
diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it's the
feel
most
like out
diverse.
of place actually.
Yeah.
Exactly. It checks all the boxes. You never feel excluded. You never feel away from home. You have people from all nationalities. Very international city. Great mix between urban life and nature and natural parks. Silicon Valley is minutes away. You can have public transport.
Yeah.
That actually works.
Exactly.
And it's
Yeah.
fast.
It's nature and
Exactly.
city and
Yeah.
tech
People.
and slow life if you wanted to all in one place. So
Yes.
it's amazing.
So again, thank you Abdullah and Diane for being here in this episode.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Really
having us.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
And thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode of Voices of Hult, where we got a glimpse into the heart and soul of student clubs here at Hult. We hope you're as excited as we are about the amazing energy, opportunities, and friendships that clubs bring to our campus life. So whether you're already involved, thinking about joining, or even starting your own, remember there's always a place for your passions and ideas here. So see you next time for for the next episodes.
It's okay,
Okay.
baby.
And that concludes our episode for today.
Thank you so much
Thank you,
for being
bye-bye.
here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye.